What's up, folks? This is the McDojo Chronicles. And what I want to talk about today is UFC 228, Tyron Woodley versus Darren Till. Now, there was a lot of hype and build up for this fight. But before I get into the fight, I want to congratulate the chosen one, Tyron Woodley, for a dominating and convincing victory over the gorilla, Darren Till. All right. Now, you know, a lot of people was rooting for Darren Till to beat Tyron Woodley. All right. And, Dana White presented a great hype for this guy, like he always do for all his other little fighters that he chooses and everything. And I'm not taking anything away from Darren Till. He is a great fighter, but he was just dominated. He was. Now, I checked out the fight last night and everything, and from start to finish, Tyron Woodley punched this cat. All right? You talking about Tyron Woodley hit him 76 times to Darren Till's one time. All right? Awesome fight. Woodley, he shut down all the doubters, including Dana White, who really wanted him to lose. And it just shows you the skill set that Woodley has. A lot of people say he's a boring fighter, la-di-da, this and that, because he took some of his last fights and all that. But what he proved last night is that he's a well-rounded fighter, all right? And he shut everybody down, and he showed everybody why he is called the chosen one, all right? Now, there was absolutely nothing Darren Till could do. It's nothing that he did do, you know what I'm saying, to prove that he was at a level of a Tyron Woodley. Now, yeah, he beat some top contenders. He beat Stephen Thompson, you know what I'm saying, and all that, and beat down Donald Cowboy Cerrone and everything, but he was just not great enough to beat Mr. Tyron Woodley, the chosen one. Now, I guess that now everyone has to give Tyron Woodley the respect that he deserves as the welterweight champion of the UFC. You know, Dana White wanted him to lose. Dana White took a lot of pop shots at him, thinking that this young man was going to come in and beat this seasoned veteran that easily. And it didn't happen. All right? Tyron Woodley had a game plan, and he stuck to it, and he beat the living snot out of that guy. All right? And again, all respect to Darren Till, but he's just not on that level just yet. All right? The way Woodley, his footwork, the way he moved, his head movement, everything that he did was to perfection, only to get hit one time. Now, Darren Till did survive some vicious punches and elbows after he got hit by that Woodley bomb and got dropped. You know what I'm saying? But then he got submitted. You know what I'm saying? When they was on the ground, I just knew that Woodley was going to submit him, even though he hasn't had one submission in the UFC. But people fail to understand or realize is that earlier in Woodley's career that he had a run of submission wins. Um, I just loved it. I loved it. I loved it. I loved every moment of it. I loved every moment of it because he was being doubted, and the champion he is was pitted as the underdog. It was just amazing. Now, as for Dana White, like he always got his little go-to people, and they all always get smashed. Whether it's Conor McGregor who got smashed, who never defended his title and still get title shots. Whether it's Ronda Rousey, who went on a great run as a champion and then got demolished 2 times in a row, then retired. Or Sage Northcutt, which wasn't, he's a good fighter, but he wasn't what Dana White said he was. And then you got Paige Van Zant, which was supposed to probably be the Barbador of the UFC, and she's not, she's not cutting it either. She's decent, but she's not cutting it. All right, and what I believe that Dana White needs to do is stop, trying to push these people to these certain levels. You know what I'm saying? He just making himself look silly and foolish, and he's making himself look foolish for doubting Tyron Woodley, for saying nobody wants to see him fight. You know what I'm saying? And just clowning this man. And what this man did to his so-called prospect, his so-called next John Jones, what he did to him was basically perfection. Straight perfection. They said his fight with Stephen Wonderboy Thompson was born. His fight with Damian Maia was born. But his fight against Damian Maia, he stuffed all his takedowns. But that was boring. Nobody said anything about Royce Gracie or Horace Gracie when he just stayed on the ground. It was all right when he did that. You know what I'm saying? It's all right when he did it. It wasn't a boring fight. But when Tyron Woodley do it, well, he didn't do it, but when he have a fight that wasn't exceptional as people wanted to see, oh, he's a born fighter. They did the same thing with Anderson Silva when he had a bad fight. You know what I'm saying? You have to recognize greatness. You have to recognize strategy. Now, everybody don't want to run in there and just get their head busted open and throw haymakers to the fences, especially when you're a champion. Well, all I got to say is this. Tyron Woodley, I believe, will end up going down as one of the greatest welterweights of all time in UFC. He keep up his good work ethic. He will surpass GSP. Yes, he will, even though he has not fought him, but GSP will not fight him. But I can give congratulations to Tyron Woodley for his courageous victory, for him proving everybody wrong, for him shutting everybody down, and for him just whooping the dog crap out of Darren Till. All right? He made Darren Till look like a McDojo fighter. And that's just what it is. The experience that Tyron Woodley has well surpasses Darren Till. Now it's back to the drawing board for Darren Till. All right? Now, many people might say he wasn't ready for a title fight, but they weren't saying that until he got whooped. You know what I'm saying? He beat Wonderboy Thompson, which was probably the number 2 welterweight. And he beat him. And he came against Tyron Woodley and got dropped and then got submitted. Before he got submitted, he got mauled. He got mauled. So I can say congratulations to him. All right? But one thing I do respect about Darren Till is that he did show respect to that man as the champion. He did lose humbly. But now it was everybody's time to just give Woodley his credit. All right? He deserved it. He came out, did what he had to do. He squashed all the little rumors. And now he can roll on and take on Colby Covington. And most likely he will demolish Colby Covington too. All right? So when you got 76 strikes to 1, man, that was just an awesome night. It was an awesome night. It was an awesome night. It was an awesome night. You know what I'm saying? Dana White even had me a little bit fooled about this gorilla Darren Till. But I went back because I never heard much about him, you know. But when I went back and I looked at some of his fights, he didn't really impress me that much. You know, he looked confident and all that. And, you know, it was all good. But you was not ready for the chosen one. He wasn't. He wasn't. Regardless of what anybody has to say about it. You know what I'm saying? The footwork was beautiful. The punching was powerful. The plan was impeccable. The defense was impregnable, as Mike Tyson would say. Beautiful fight. I like to see this guy go on for a while, defending his belt, proving the critics wrong. And now I did see a lot of critics that was against him changing their tune. Now, what I'm waiting for to hear what Dana White got to say, because I haven't heard anything from him yet, even though he has a lot to say about the way Tyron Woodley fight. What he got to say about his hype job that he hyped up one more time. All right? Tyron Woodley's 5'9". Darren Till, 6 feet tall. And Darren Till said he was going to whoop him because he's a little man, but that little man put that right on him and dropped him. Beat him down with some punches and elbows, and then put him in the Darce choke and submitted him in a very crucial way. So that's about all I got to say, because, hey, it is what it is. Take it for what it is. Tyron Woodley still the undisputed UFC welterweight champion of the world. Nobody can take that away from him, no matter what the critics say, no matter what the detractors say. He had to prove his point. He went out there and bombed first. He controlled the whole fight from beginning to the end. From the beginning, from his first punch to his choke out. So, hey, it was a wonderful fight. I'm really speechless about it, but this is about it. And y'all keep tuning in to the McDojo Chronicles. Keep sharing the videos, keep sharing the channel so we can spread the awareness about McDojos and fake martial arts or fake boxing or whatever. All these fake people out here trying to make money off of people, giving them fake confidence. All right? And that's exactly what Dana White do to a lot of these people, giving them fake confidence, thinking they, building them up, thinking they can beat the top people when they're not even ready. You know what I'm saying? So this is the McDojo Chronicles signing out. Hey, and stay away from the McDojo. Say no to the McDojo. Ain't no McDojo here. Signing out.